Apparently, if you just suffer enough, you get in shape. So I followed the internet's most unhinged fitness advice for the last 7 days. This was a mistake. Every day I scroll past fitness advice that sounds intense, dramatic, and slightly illegal. So instead of arguing in the comments like a normal person, I decided to live like the comment section for 7 days. Please don't do this. I'm sacrificing my joints for science. Let's get into it. Day one's advice is simple. Train to failure on every set, no matter how bad of an idea it is. I'm trying to help these noodle arms and flat chest to grow, so we've got arms and push-ups to failure today. I thought this just meant I'd push harder. It actually meant that every workout turned into a survival situation that almost felt religious. It is only set 2, and the last time my biceps were trained this hard is the last time it was all-you-can-eat day at Krispy Kreme. Other than that, I don't know if I've ever trained my biceps this hard before. By set 3, my muscles weren't growing, they were negotiating. Four sets in, my triceps are cooked. I don't know how I'm supposed to do push-ups to failure. I'm gonna get to like half of one and be like, well, I'm done. I gotta catch my breath for a second. You know the pump is real when you have to like two-hand your water and like use your whole body to drink it. The pump was and still is insane, and I am deeply fatigued. And it's only Monday, so only 6 more days of this type of stuff. I know I'm gonna be sore, but later on this week is only gonna add even more soreness to my whole body. So I'm gonna go inside, probably eat some Epsom salt and kind of get ahead of the soreness, soak in the bath for a little bit, and then just wait for lactic acid to completely infect and overwhelm my body. But maybe I'll sweat it all out tomorrow, which reminds me, let's jump to day 2. The internet says the more you sweat, the more fat you burn. So today I'm turning my body into a human sauna. Let's go. Incline 12, speed 4. Fat doesn't stand a chance against me. It's definitely heating up right now. Gonna do this for about 30 minutes to really heat up, and then we're gonna head outside. My hands are sweaty, my face is sweaty. This has to be at least 3 pounds of fat by now. So the part that makes this a lot harder, or I guess kind of better at the same time, is that it's actually 71 degrees today, even though it's February 8th. So I look like a crazy person because I've got on a beanie plus the hoodie, and I'm about to be working out, but it is what it is. But no rest days, no rest minutes. Let's get into the next part of the workout. Starting with jump ropes, we've got 100 reps of everything. We're gonna do the circuit 10 times through. So we'll see if I melt, and then if I evaporate just into like a cloud or something.
So be patient with me, I'll be right.
100 jumps is done. Right into 100 jump squat. I was worried about melting into a puddle myself, but I'm more concerned about my heart just exploding at this point. 100 jumping jacks. Set 1 is done. This was a mistake.
Doing nothing, I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue, can't do nothing else than doing nothing.
All right, I gotta take this stupid thing off. Oh, I don't know, can you see my hair? Oh, that already feels so much better. Well, I would say mission success. I feel like an actual trash bag right now, smell like one, and I feel like I look like one. That beanie has to have at least 4 pounds of me in it right now. And I would say at least 2 of those pounds are all of my emotional struggles, and then the other 2 is probably just dehydration. So I'm gonna go shower really quick, check out my abs, see if you can see them a little bit more, or maybe it's just a mirage if it's something I'd want to see because I'm overheated right now. But I'm gonna shower up, check up with you in a little bit. My muscles feel flat, my energy is gone, and I burn the same amount of calories that I would have if I wasn't dressed like a baked potato. Here's the truth. Sweat makes you look leaner for about 10 minutes, but a calorie deficit actually gets you lean. Because the problem is sweat may look like you're working really hard, because you probably are, but it's actually just your body cooling down itself and not it burning fat. You're losing water when you sweat, not fat. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to burn calories, which in turn means you would lose some fat, but when you're sweating, just because you're sweating more doesn't mean you're burning more calories. Train hard, don't be afraid to sweat, but look for a calorie deficit, and that's how you're gonna lose some weight. Let's go to day 3. Carbs are the enemy. At least that's what I read online. So today is powered by vibes, eggs, and chicken. This meal is sad, yo. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love eggs, but It's just 3 eggs and nothing else. Usually I'd have like, I don't know, some sourdough toast or some sort of oats, a banana, literally any kind of fruit, something like that, but there's worse things in the world. I can already tell you though, today's workout is going to be rough. Did a good job on these eggs though. Now the nice part with a low carb diet, depending on your goals, is that usually you have higher fat and fat tastes good. So for something like this, you can make it taste good even though there's no carbs in your meal. So I'm still pretty sore from Monday's training, and then my calves from yesterday are absolutely wrecked when I did all of those jump ropes. And tomorrow is gonna bring on a whole bunch more soreness. So I think today, I'm just gonna kind of do like a shoulder circuit workout. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so this shoulder circuit is when I do a good bit. 4 sets of 10 reps with each exercise. Lateral raise, front raise, regular shoulder press, and then what's called shoulder circles. They are killer. So with 4 sets of 10s, that's 40, plus 4 times through, 160 total. Let's get into it. Now you might be saying, Alan, those are only 15s. Yes, I'm aware, but by the end of this, I'm literally not gonna be able to touch my own head. And with 0 carbs in me, I have no clue how this is gonna go, so welcome to the journey.
I want you.
Now for shoulder circles. Literally, you're putting your wrists inward, okay? Dumbbells touch, you come up, and then you go back down. That's 1 rep. This one's for my mom.
Can't stop thinking about all the words you said.
This weight should feel like a warm-up, but it's not. My shoulders are like, hello, blood, are you okay? Honestly, right now, all I can think about is where did the joy go? And all I can think about is rice and donuts. Because the truth of the matter is that your muscles prefer carbs as fuel. So my muscles feel like they just filed for divorce and that the carbs won because they're no longer existent and they're holding a grudge against me right now. They definitely won in court because right now they took all the fullness and most of my strength. So I'm gonna now struggle through sets 2, 3, and 4, and we'll check in with you soon.
I love you now. I want you.
All right, all showered up. I did have a post-workout meal. It was literally just a can of tuna, but hey, it was 40 grams of protein. Added some lime juice in there, so I had a little bit of flavor. It wasn't the most delicious thing in the world, but it got the job done. I'm now currently sitting in my car with this pathetic, sad meal. This meal literally has the emotional support of a wet piece of paper. So I'm eating this in the car by myself because of how sad it is. I figured I'd just add to the sadness. Kind of put some mustard and hot sauce on this. I think it'll make it taste a little bit better. We will see. Literally, it's just chicken with some salt and pepper and some olive oil. Juicy, at least. I'm gonna eat this, head inside to work. I'll see you at dinner. This low carb day is coming to a close, thank God. Carbs fuel performance, and performance helps you train harder. Cutting carbs made me feel flatter and made my training worse, and honestly, overall, just made me not feel great. And it didn't even make me magically lose fat. So for me, cutting carbs is a no-go. Turns out carbs weren't the villain. My YouTube and TikTok algorithm was. My last meal was a steak. It was phenomenal. It was juicy. It was delicious, but I'm just ready to get some rice in me. A banana or even some chips would be lovely right now. I'm glad this day is over. I'm gonna go to bed. We'll see you at day 4. Today's viral fitness advice says that if you're not sore, you didn't train hard enough. So naturally, I decided to destroy my entire body. Even after my usual workout, I wasn't quite sore enough, which apparently means I didn't try. So I added extra sets like a man with something to prove. So once I finished my regular workout, I decided to do 6 sets of every exercise for AMRAP, which in case you're not familiar with that term, it means as many reps as possible. This was the beginning of the death of me. My muscles and joints just opened an HR case. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. It was at this moment that I had the worst cramp of my life. Let's try that again. Soreness isn't always progress, and I'm here to prove that to you. Yes, I'm going to be very sore tomorrow, but soreness doesn't always equate to a better workout. Sometimes it just equates to muscular and emotional damage. Tomorrow's gonna be bad, but 2 days from now is going to be absolutely miserable. So take it from my left and right leg. Yes, train yourself hard, but don't overtrain and don't just chase soreness all the time. I'm gonna lie down here until tomorrow. Day 5, abs every day. I no longer can feel my core, and why am I sitting on my couch? I don't know, because I've lost all sanity. Another piece of internet wisdom, train abs every single day, because apparently your core recovers faster than your will to live. So every day it was sit-ups, V-ups, Russian twists, more sit-ups, more V-ups, and then some bonus suffering. At first it felt productive, then it felt aggressive, and eventually it just felt personal. My abs were sore 24/7. Laughing hurt, breathing felt optional, sneezing became a full body experience. By Friday, I moved like someone unplugged me mid-sentence. Core engaged, my soul disengaged. And eventually by the end of the week, I wasn't training for growth, I was training out of spite. Getting out of bed felt like a marathon experience. Each rep felt like a truck just ran over my whole entire midsection. Now, you can train abs every day, but just because you train them every day doesn't mean you're going to see them. Remember this, abs are made in the gym, but they're revealed in the kitchen. All of us have abs, it just depends on how much body fat is actually over those abs. So, couple of good ab workout with a good diet, and you've got yourself a six-pack. And just when my body needed recovery the most, the internet said, don't eat. Cheers. Day 6 is the ultimate fitness hack, fasting, or OMAD, also known as 1 meal a day for long, which honestly is a bold strategy for me after 5 days of destroying my body. So for the next 16 hours, it's just water and coffee. The morning started fine, then hunger showed up, and then hunger moved in permanently. I survived on water, coffee, and pure delusion. Time stopped making sense. I checked the clock every 5 minutes, turned out it had only been 3. I started looking at food the way that Jack Sparrow looks at rum. My energy was gone. My focus was gone. My personality was gone. I wasn't dieting. I was buffering. All right, it is finally dinner time. Putting this challenge at the end of the week was incredibly dumb and stupid, but we've got the grill, we've got some barbecue chicken, and we are ready to roll. We're gonna put all of these mamas all right on the grill, baby. I cannot wait. Obviously, you can tell it is much later into the evening. About to have some barbecue chicken. It's just salt, pepper, and G Hughes. If you know him, then you know what is up. Doing my best not to burn myself. So, gonna cook all this up now, and then probably gonna have, some sort of rice, grilled bread, something like that. So, gonna cook this up, and then I'll see you at dinner. Oh, and finally, dinner is served. I cannot begin to describe just how hungry I am. We've got 2 pieces of chicken here. The barbecue chicken looks absolutely incredible. I don't know if it's just because I'm an amazing chef or because I haven't eaten in many, many hours, but this is amazing. Tried to make this as high in protein as I possibly could. So we've got 2 chicken breasts, then we've got 2 slices of protein bread by Sola. If you've never heard of them, do it, it's amazing. This was on the grill as well. And then just good old-fashioned rice. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, really quick, I did do my daily ab exercise today. Here it is. And then I also made sure to get my pull-ups in as well, 4 sets, AMRAP. I'm going to sit here and absolutely engulf this entire plate and let my body absorb every single ounce of nutrition from this because it is dying for it right now. Then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm extremely exhausted, and then I'll see you tomorrow for the last day. It's finally day 7, and the internet said, no rest days. No recovery, no break, just keep training no matter how destroyed your body is. So that's exactly what I did. Hit my final set of abs today, and then 4 sets of AMRAP on my push-ups. At this point, my body is completely wrecked. All energy is gone, no muscle is left unsore. I'm purely running on motivation of pride to complete this challenge. Honestly, I feel like an overworked factory worker from the 1920s. My body is wrecked, my eyes are tired, and I just need to sleep and not move for about 3 days. So what did I learn from the challenge? That most of this advice isn't wrong, it's just taken out of context. Fitness isn't about doing the most, it's about doing the right amount consistently. Should you push yourself and try to train as hard and as intensely as possible? Of course. Should you have a clean diet and maybe try not to go overboard on carbs if you're trying to lose weight? Of course. If you want strong abs, should you train them? Absolutely. But trying to do the most all the time eventually just has you hit a brick wall, and eventually you're gonna fall off. So that was a week of following the internet's most controversial fitness advice. If you want me to test out more things like this, good or bad, comment down below and let me know because I'm interested to do it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Alan. I'm glad to have had you here. Always remember to be well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.